What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. Shout out to the joiners, shout the point of view crew, and as you can tell, my throat is a little bit choppy right now. I have real bad ulcers. I was throwing up all weekend long. It's made my voice all raspy. I should actually be kicking back and chilling out, which I am. I'm relaxed to the fullest. However, I had to come on and make this video. I have to come on and speak on something because I saw this prison YouTuber the other day. The other day I saw this prison YouTuber in a short, and I just couldn't believe what he said. He said something that just blew my mind. And so I felt like coming on here and making a distinction. Making sure that people know that there's a difference. You know, don't get it confused just because you hear prison stories and see tattoos. Some of us have vastly different programs. Vastly different. I would never program the way this dude programs or live like he lived. And let me tell you what the hell this dude even said. First off, I'm not going to tell you who he is, but people have asked me, hey, you heard this guy? Seen this dude's channel? I pulled it up, looked at it. Garbage. Didn't like it at all. Thumbs down. Boo! But that's okay, because not everybody likes me. Some people think I'm garbage, but not everyone is for everybody. I don't like him, he probably don't like me. Who cares? That's not what it's about. What it is about is this YouTube short I seen this dude make the other day. I see him pop up on the YouTube short. I don't scroll. I'm just going to listen to what he has to say. And like I said, what he said blew my mind. He said in his YouTube short, this prison YouTuber, bro, you know what's crazy, Nikki? When you're in prison and see all these chomos in the TV room and they're just salivating over watching cartoons and children's shows. You's a bitch. You're a straight up bitch if you could program and live around that kind of trash. You're trying to tell me, and the worst part about it is you could tell this dude thinks he's a badass. He's not bad at all. He's soft as cotton. Because if you're not going to put work in on a child molester, who are you going to put work in on? Nobody, apparently. Apparently you'll let everything slide if you'll let that slide. Bro, he's making jokes about child molesters that are living, breathing, and walking amongst them. I mean, he's probably sitting at the breakfast table, probably sleeping next to him when he's showering, they're right there with them. You's a bitch! Anyone who could live around a chomo, I mean, we're talking about men who have victimized children and have been sent to prison for multiple years because of it. We're not talking about some peep and Tom. Oh no, not that's okay. We're not talking about a seat sniffer. We're talking about a serious offense where some guy has hurt a child or probably several children and has got multiple years in prison and they're being punished. They're in there with this dude and he's laughing and thinking it's funny when they're watching cartoons. You ain't about shit, bro. Straight up. No way I will live and program like that. California, dude, me and my homeboys don't get down like that. There ain't no way. They can't even put that kind of trash with us. They can't even put chomos with us. They have to create whole different yards and prisons for them. They're not going to throw people like that in with us because we get them each and every time. And the crazy part about it is, it doesn't even sound like the child molesters in this dude's dorm are even scared of him, bro. Because every once in a while, if they do happen to slip a chomo with us, they're hiding, bro. They're hiding real good. They're definitely not all salivating in the TV room of cartoons. It's almost like the chomos that are doing time with this dude are like looking at him like, this dude's a bitch, ain't gonna do nothing. He knows that what we did is foul. We know we have targets on our back. This dude, he can let it ride, though. He's a bitch. Even the child molesters know you ain't about shit because you're not hiding from you. Dude, boom! There ain't no way, bro. Because let me tell you this. I myself was molested when I was 6 years old, and it ruined my adolescence. Ruined it. I couldn't even go into a public restroom until I was 16 or 17 years old. I'd be 12 or 13 in a supermarket shitting my pants before I'd go into a public restroom. I couldn't do it. I had PTS so bad, it was crippling. I had nightmares. I didn't do well in school. I couldn't make friends. I couldn't sleep good. Dude, it ruined my adolescence, homeboy. It took over. All because of some sick motherfucker decided he wanted to do it to me, bro. And dude, it makes my heart swell with pride. Dude, it makes my heart pump with joy knowing that when this dude, though, went into county jail, he didn't go in there with some bitch-made motherfuckers like this prison YouTuber who would look at him and laugh at him if you were watching cartoons. No, he went into some California gangsters that broke him off a beating he'll never forget. How do I know? Because when that dude went to court, when my mom went to court over what happened to me, dude wasn't there. And the prosecutor attorney comes to my mom and said, hey, the guy's not here because the inmates savagely attacked him. He's in the hospital. And his defense attorney got mad and said, no, I shouldn't have told her that. My mom's all, no, I'm glad he told me that. I'm glad my mom told me that. I take great joy in it. And I'd be disgusted if I knew that dude had gone into jail and the other inmates did nothing. Let him just program. I don't see how this dude I'm talking about could be sitting in prison like this, chilling, and some Chomo come walking past him like this, and he don't just, boom! How could you just let him walk on by, knowing that dude has just ruined lives of children, bro? Victimized children, and you program with them. Probably on the same, you guys probably out there playing softball together, huh? Probably trading like hey, I'll give you a soup or a shot of coffee. That makes you sick, bro. Makes me sick. Let me tell you how we get down. And forgive me if you've heard these stories before. I don't have a lot of stories like this, though. And a story like this needs to be told. Just to show you how we get down. Decker, bro. Let me tell you about Decker. Decker was a guy I was doing time with. I did time with a guy named Decker. I told the story. I touched on it a little tiny bit. I actually didn't want to get into it too much. I was scared of getting in trouble. Keep it real. But I feel the statute of limitations is probably long up. I'm just not even going to worry about it, bro. I think the story needs to be told. Decker. Now, Decker was a legal beagle. He's one of those dudes you always see in the law library. When the law library is open, Decker's there. He's got his books cracked. He's got his typewriter. And he's always doing something legal beagle law stuff. Now, when other inmates, when other convicts see that, dude, they want a part of it. Hey, Decker. Can you help me file this, get my time back on this 115? Hey, Decker, can you help me with my divorce? Decker, can you help me get my license back? When people see that other inmates are good at the law, they're going to be on them like white on rice, homeboy. Want help, because not everybody knows about the law. The legal beagles are very popular in there. But Decker, always at the law library, legal beagle, had everybody on the shine. When people would ask him for help, he'd bob them and weave them. He hung out with nobody. Now, he did show his paperwork. He had paperwork said he was doing 18 years for all these residential burglaries and strikes, doubled up, 80%. So he had this paperwork showing he'd done all these burglaries. Fake, I don't know if it's fake. Maybe he really was doing time for some burglaries. But I also know he was doing time on some Chomo shit. Because they did an investigation on Decker. Putting out too many red flags. They decided to watch him at the law library. They noticed what books he's pulling out. They noticed what case law he was looking up. They noticed what he was doing, and they noticed that he had an appeal. He had a D number, Decker. We looked his number up, name and number, Decker, D, blah, 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 blah. He has a case for child molestation on appeal. When we found out about that, I think we went, ha ha, that's why he likes cartoons. No, we plotted on him. Within 48 hours, he was gone. He left on a stretcher. You know where we got him at? In the TV room with a rock, a razor blade, and a mop broom broken in half. Dude, we put serious work on. Other inmates are trying to pull us off. He's done. He's done. Took him out on a stretcher. I ran back to SAP class. I was late. Getting to SAP. My teacher like, you late? I'm like, no, I'm not late. Then you hear bloop, 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 man down, man down. Teacher looks at me like, knowing I'm involved in something and just, no, you're right on time. Covered for me. Other two dudes, we got away. Because we're not going to live with that kind of trash. Period. How about this other dude? He shows up with an R. He did the R to somebody. He shows up in county jail with this foul-ass charge of an R. But he's like, hey, the victim is my wife. I R'd my wife. How can I R my wife? It's my wife. So his homeboys in the county jail let aside. Yeah, it's his wife. She probably lied. Then he gets a reception. Shows paperwork. I'm here for R, but the victim is my wife. How can I actually do that to my wife? She made up some stuff on me. They let it slide. Then he gets the main line where we're at. Shows the paperwork. He's like, yeah, I got an R. It was a wife, though. The victim was my... Dude, they Swiss cheesed him right there. He couldn't even finish his sentence. I got an R, but... That don't matter who the victim is, bro. There is no but. We're not going to live with that kind of trash. With sexual predators, dude. They go out there and prey on women and children, and they come in, and we're just gonna watch TV with them, and eat breakfast and this program. Hey, good morning, buddy. And they come on here, YouTube later, make jokes about it. I think not. How about this other dude? When I'm in C1, I got the keys to the building. This guy comes in. He was able to slide in. He's busted there on a violation, not a term. He got busted for forced oral copulation. One of his homegirls fell asleep. He did some funky foul shit to her while she was sleeping. She wakes up, catches him in the act. He takes off running. Her and her dad drive around looking for him. Can't find him. Call the cops. Not enough evidence to bring a case against him. Tells parole officer he gets violated. 8 flat. Forced oral copulation. Shows up into my dorm. Tries to hide. Tries to cover. Tries to not show the paperwork. But once it got out, once it got exposed, within 2 hours, dude, he was on the ground snoring like a dead... You ever heard a dead man snore? Neither had I until that day. He got broke smooth off. Again, where inmates were pulling him off. Okay, enough, he's done. And pouring water on him right in front of God and everyone. Cops seen it, don't care. Dog, we are not going to program with no funky ass Chomo trash. We're not going to walk the yard with them. We're not going to eat breakfast with them. We're not going to let them slide. We're not going to make jokes about them. We don't think it's cute and funny when they watch cartoons. We're gonna plot on them, bro. We're gonna plot on them to get that ass. They don't get a pass. They don't get to slide. I see nothing funny about it. Period, point blank, what's funny about it? So there's a distinction. Don't get it twisted. Don't see the tattoos and hear the prison stories and think all these guys are all the same. They're vastly different in our programs. Cut the string, let it fly. Peace.